people you meet when you come to a Narre Warren to a Narre Warren Corporate Day. Danny Foley, welcome.
Great to be here. Can't believe how good the ground is. I remember coming here 20 years ago and it was a mud heap, but gee, the councils have done a great job with the grounds now. Magnificent.
The one thing that I've noticed in being around big football clubs, smaller football clubs, medium-sized football club, one thing I've noticed is that they're all just football clubs, aren't they? That don't matter how big or small they are.
Doesn't matter how big or small they are. Great social network, good connectivity, good function here today. Drink responsibly, of course. And football clubs get around people when times are tough, and you know the pressure on society now is huge, but I think football clubs are just a great place to be yourself.
How important are these corporate days, though, to get people together and to understand what the club's all about?
No, it's very important. You've got your sponsors. They do a really good job here at Narre Warren. Obviously, David Dwyer, the president, got a function of 140 people in there. Got Russell Robertson, Tommy Seagate. I'm going to spin a couple of tails, and it's great for these guys to have a really good day. And then obviously they've got their footy tomorrow. So I think the local football club, from my point of view, is just the fabric and the foundation of a great footy club.
And don't take this the wrong way, but you're one of these comedians that I look at and I just start to laugh.
Okay.
Is that a good thing?
Well, it's hard not to take that the wrong way.
Before you actually, as a comedian, I suppose it's probably the best compliment you could give. But it's just, some blokes you just look, some comedians are, just not all that funny. I admire them for having a crack because it's the hardest thing in entertainment is to be funny, be a comedian. But I just look at you and you just got to say something and I laugh. Maybe it's your voice, maybe it's your demeanour. Yeah. Have you always had that? Were you one of those guys as a young kid like that, cracking jokes?
I was always trying to be funny. I was hoping it was mostly my words, not my looks, that was making people laugh. And I know. Well, I do, I guess, have the little beady eyes and the disappearing hairline and the.
See, I'm laughing now.
Couple of little chins. You're right. It's a pretty average look I've got going on, but I'm married, so happy with the looks.
Local footy, and I don't know, I think you and I probably discussed this, and everybody says it's great, it's the backbone, but it really is, isn't it, of footy, and I think the AFL have got to realise that.
Yeah, look, there's a lot more people here than that's involved in a football club, and this is a community right here, and their businesses within their local area. They're all invited down. You see the signs around the ground here, and this is the face of it in here right now. The club is giving back to the people that put in for the club, the financial side of things. They've got a wonderful new facility here that obviously the local council has helped out with, and local government and state government, which is fantastic because, this, by all intents and purposes, and Spud Frawley just said it on stage then, this is a healthy place to be. It's a place for men to come and talk, for women to come and talk, to mix and to mingle. And the last message I really loved about Spud's chat inside, which we've just heard, was all about mental health. Yes. He had his issues, and he really sees football clubs a place to iron that sort of stuff out. You come along and you talk to your mates and you talk to your coaches, you talk to it could be the fitness trainer, it could be anyone that's involved in it, the president, the administration. You put your hand up and say, listen, I've got some issues and I need some help. That's what community is all about, and football clubs everywhere, all over this great state and all over this great land, are those places for people to just come, centralise and enjoy each other's company.
What do you think, though? We're in these wonderful rooms. You guys have been at the club for a little while, you've seen the changes. How impressive are they?
Oh, they're great, aren't they? What we used to have was, it was home, it was enough, but it doesn't compare to this. And I think the best thing, we can really start making some money on it as well with the functions we can have, and when we can sort of rent out the room, I guess, rent out the space, we can sort of make some money there, which is always handy.
Ryan, let's talk a little bit about footy, and I'll get to you in a sec, Dylan. Travelling all right, you guys. I actually think, and I know you're going to this sounds a little bit strange, I think you're travelling under the radar a little bit because there's all this Berwick talk, but I think you guys are just getting there slowly.
Yeah, I think it was pretty similar to last year. I think a lot of people sort of ruled us out early. Obviously we had 3 pretty big key losses this year. But I think we've been playing some really great team footy this year. We've had a lot of young kids come in and step up, play their role straight away. And I think we can only get better. I think we haven't quite hit our straps that we think we can. So really looking forward to the finals coming ahead in the rest of the season.
Similar thoughts, Dylan?
Yeah, similar thoughts. It's not the worst thing. Sort of, I guess the expectations in-house are a bit different to probably what they were at the start of the year. Probably outside. Yeah. I guess you hope to never get ridden off, and we're going okay.
With me is the president of the Narre Warren Footy Club, Stuart Stevenson. I'm going to say welcome to GameFace, but you're a bit of a regular these days, aren't you?
Yeah, look, we've had a great association with GameFace over the last couple of years. We're just talking about it early on with the boys from Totally Workwear. I think you guys do a great job of promoting our league and promoting our club. So.
Good on you, Stewie. Now, I appreciate that, and we appreciate that at GameFace, but we're here on a sponsors day, and I spoke recently to one of your Berwick Mazda clients, or you're one of theirs, or they're one of yours. They're auctioning these two cars, and I don't think they're making any money out of it.
No, they've been very generous supporters, Berwick Mazda. I think we've had an association for maybe 6 or 7 years or so, and it's just sort of growing every year. This year we've got the BT50 and the Mazda CX-5 we're auctioning, and the boys have been good enough to give it to us at cost price. We can't tell that to the people inside, so hopefully we'll make some money today.
Is this the first corporate luncheon you've had since the new rooms?
Yeah, it is. Yeah, so we've just had it recently completed, and so exciting today that we get people to come and see our great rooms and come and support our club.
How chuffed are you though? Because you've been here a while, you've seen the progression. How impressed and just happy, I suppose, is the word inside.
Oh, it's a bit of a weird feeling, Coach. Myself and Dasher sat here yesterday and just sort of looked at the ground, looked at the rooms, and thought, no, we're pretty wrapped with how it's all gone, and we think we've helped bring the club forward into a new era. So, these are amazing rooms, and we're really proud of our facility here.
Now, you were quietly confident at the start of the year. That confidence still there because, as I said to both the Quirk boys, and it's probably a silly thing to say, but you're a little bit under the radar. I know you're doing really well and you're equal, but not a lot of people are talking about you compared to, say, Berwick. So is that a good thing for you guys?
Oh, look, I think Berwick's still clearly the favourite. They've got really strong on ball, money up forward. So I think overall that Berwick clearly the favourite at the moment. We're going okay. I think Matt Shinner's sent through a note last night. I think we've had 15 debutants this year, which is fantastic for our club. And so we're just building and we're improving. I think we're playing a bit better footy this year, but still a bit to catch Berwick at the moment.
Get your GameFace on.